Yo, 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 this is Marcos, aka Soy Loud, aka Genuinely Skate Code.
And I'm Katrina, aka The Flyest Out.
Welcome back to the third episode of Highland High School's broadcast, The Weekly Bite.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Back to school night was a success.
And here's how it went. There will be an upcoming fundraiser for BSU, the Black Student Union. They meet every Wednesday in Mr. Crocker's room at 8 a.m.
We're about to slide down there right now.
We are Highland BSU of the 22-23 school year. We meet every Wednesday from 8 to 8:30 in the choir room. Our mission is unity for diversity.
Attention all students 16 or older. Highland High School will be hosting its 2022 voter registration drive from September 19th to the 23rd during A and B lunch in the Commons. We'll have everything you need to pre-register or register to vote.
All right then, soccer players, let's take it down to Miss Cobb's room at 123.
My name is Jacob Rodriguez.
My name is Gabriel Fausto, and we're the captains of the varsity soccer team.
Soccer trials are starting this week, Wednesday and Friday from 6 to 7:30 on the upper field.
If you have any questions, please see Ms. Cobb in room 123.
We asked people what they do for self-care because it is International Day of Peace, and these were their responses.
I like to read and take baths.
Me personally, I put off my homework for my own mental health.
I lift weights, listen to music, play video games.
I listen to music to cope with a lot of things that goes on with my life.
I go to the gym after school usually, and
I usually just play video games or rollerblade, or just listen to music from time to time, or I'd be making food. That really puts me in a good mood.
Are you struggling in math? Do you need help with homework, exams, or with studying for the big quiz or test that will determine your grade? If so, Highland is doing you a big favor and hosting morning math that will be hosted every morning from 7:45 to 8:30 in room 522.
Hi, my name is Danny.
And I'm the better Danny.
Do you know any of the marching band or color guard alumni? It could be your mom from 1979 or your brother from class of 20.
If so, we would be thrilled for them to join us for the alumni reunion on our homecoming game on Friday, September 30th.
Our band and color guard will be joining forces with the OGs to create a showcase that will play at the end of the game. There will be time for the alumni to resurface their Highland band roots and become familiar with their old instruments one more time.
To learn more about the reunion, contact Miss Freeze ASAP.
The homecoming game is on the 30th and we're smoking Weekside.
In addition, the homecoming dance is October 1st. For your ticket, please visit the student store during lunch or break.
Speaking of Hoko.
Hello, we interrupted programming for me to ask a very special person. Evelyn Margarita Garcia, will you go to homecoming with me and kick it with me at the homecoming dance?
And that's a wrap on our last...
Now we're going down to Mr. Dunn's room for the first ever HHS Cribs episode.
Hey, Highland High School Cribs. Welcome to the principal's office. Come on in. First, I want to introduce our secretary, Miss Sotelo. She's the one who runs the school, so make sure we always treat Miss Sotelo with respect and kindness. But once we leave Miss Sotelo's office, we come into my office. Come on in. So immediately when you walk into my office, you see it's kind of sparse. I do not like clutter. That's why I have this, the big screen. Well, this TV is not for entertainment. This is where I get most of my work done. I actually have a keyboard where I can walk around and get my work done on here. And it's probably good to stand up. Yeah, so this is a very, very important piece, and especially during COVID when we have to have these video conferences. So you always have to have a big TV. But the most important part of my office is my desk. This is where I do all my work every single day. And it's a big desk, as you can see, but I don't like to have stuff on it. Most of the stuff is at my computer. I do have a lot of stuff on my computer, and I'm always busy with that. This is where we pick up schedules, grades, everything comes through here. So always be nice about that. But every desk needs a comfortable chair. This is my Shaquille O'Neal vintage 90s chair. I've had this chair a long time, and it's gonna go everywhere with me. But after a long day of work or a morning of work, I always have to go over here. I have to go to the fridge. And in my fridge, as you can see, I don't have much food. I have a lot of Pepsi. But I'm a Pepsi and a Coke guy, but long days, sometimes you have to break out the good stuff. Can't beat this. So after I have a Pepsi, I bring it over here, and every day before I go home, I always reflect on what's really important in life. And for me, I can't wait to go home to watch the Dodgers. I'm a huge Dodger fan, all the way back from the 1950s when we had Jackie Robinson, Maury Wills, and other Dodger greats. However, I also remember that family is the most important thing in the whole entire world. I love to travel, and I have pictures of my family all over my office because at the end of the day, when I go home, I get to see my wife and son and really reflect on why we do what we do. So thank you, Highland High School Cribs, for coming by my office. It's been an exciting journey, but you can't stay here and you gotta get out.
And that's a wrap on this week's Weekly Bite.
Why?
What?